Good evening, everyone. I am Mrs. Clark Holmes, and I serve as the building principal of Crockett Middle School. We are so excited to have you join us this evening as we welcome our incoming sixth graders in September. So we're happy our parents are here to learn a little bit more about our school. I'm going to have Mr. Aquaviva start presenting his screen. So we'll walk you through our presentation and hopefully we'll answer some of your questions. We're so excited to share some information with you.
There we go.
Perfect. So as I stated, this is our fifth grade parent orientation. Welcome, everyone. So our collaboration begins, and this is an invitation to partner with us as we really, truly are so excited to have you guys in September, and you'll start your journey partnering with us to make sure that our students have the very best possible experience at Crockett Middle School, because it is a partnership. We're going to collaborate together in order to help them navigate their middle school years, an exciting time. Home of the Cougars, right? What makes us so very, very special? This year, we're focusing on Let's Getting Connected. And Crockett is a great place to be. Throughout our school, our emphasis is on building and sustaining relationships. That's important to us at Crockett. Staff members take a great deal of effort in connecting with our students and each other. For instance, we recently launched our Crockett Morning Show to highlight our daily activities and to ensure that we are working together to accomplish our goals. We are so very excited about that. We have showcased our Crockett Connection videos in which staff members and students have the opportunity on a daily basis to submit videos, and we share it with our community, just sharing a little bit about themselves so we can get to know each other better and build connections. We also have launched our Crockett Compliments. So many good things are going on throughout our community that it's so exciting when we recognize each other's efforts and contributions and input, and we're able to share that and compliment each other by saying, you know what, a job well done. Because at Crockett, we are very, very concerned with making sure that everyone realizes that their participation helps to enhance and improve the entire community. At Crockett, we have certain principles that we abide by. Our tenets: all students can learn. Students' social and emotional learning are as important as their academic performance. Honoring students' voices is a key component of student engagement, and our school community truly embraces diverse backgrounds, cultures, and abilities. We have students from all walks of life in our school, and we are very excited to make sure everyone feels represented and everyone feels welcome. Once your kids get to Crockett, they're going to see this poster everywhere. Hopefully they like it and they don't get sick of it, but it's everywhere. It's in the classrooms, it's in the hallways, in the media center, the auditorium, the cafeteria. This is our Cougar Top 5. These are the expectations that we expect everyone in our school community to abide by. Respect other people and their properties, be polite and considerate of others, treat people the way you would like to be treated. Now, that's a very important one as we help our students and young people build empathy. Help to maintain our school and clean up after yourself. And the last one, in a nutshell, right? We hear this all the time: be kind. So on the screen, you'll see tonight we have some participants here, members of our Crockett family with us. Of course, as I said, I'm Mrs. Clark Holmes, and I serve as the building principal. Our vice principal, Mr. Drew Aquaviva, is our person presenting to us, right? Our tech extraordinaire. Our vice principal, Mrs. Barbara Constantino, right? Our nurse isn't with us tonight, but her name is Mrs. Kathleen Lombardo. And we have our guidance counselors. They're all on with us tonight. Miss Beth Ann Madelon, Mrs. Sarver, and Mrs. Shanna Williams. So welcome. We also have our vice president of our PTA who's on with us as well. The next slide just gives you, at least you'll be able to recognize some of the names, right? Our main office staff already have started fielding some phone calls from some of our members of our sending schools. So you'll kind of know the names of the people in the office. And we just have a list of our Crockett family, mainly in the main office, and of course, our librarian, and just a little bit of information that we have 7 custodians, over 70 teaching staff, and over 18 actually educational classroom assistants. This is our current PTA leadership. And as I stated a little while ago, Mrs. Nutt, who's the Vice President of Membership, is here just to share a little bit of information tonight about our PTA. Welcome, Mrs. Nutt.
Thank you so much, and I am so very honored to be here. I have a daughter in 7th grade, and I've had 2 other daughters go through Crockett, all with a wonderful experience. And I can tell you to turn towards the leadership. When you need help and support, they will all be there for you. I'd like to start off by asking everyone to jot down, if possible, our social media pages and our website. Our Facebook page is Crockett Middle School PTA Discussion Board. We post everything that's going on at school. We post our events and some local things that are going on with the district. Our website is crockettpta.org. You will always find our meetings listed, the minutes from our meetings, any programs that we're hosting, flyers, and membership information. I do want to welcome all of our newcomers, and I want to welcome back our returning parents who are going to be going through Crockett again this year. When someone says PTA, we all have an idea of what it's about and what we do. But most people say it's money. They're going to hit me with a fundraiser. They're going to sell me some candy. They're going to ask me to buy a pie. And I understand that that might be the connotation, but that's really not what we're all about. Yes, we do need to do fundraising. And here's why. The mission of the PTA is to help each and every child reach their full potential. We try to create programs where we can enhance the curriculum that the district already has, and also offer things that the district might not be able to do. For example, the PTA runs a yearly art competition. It's for all students who are looking to express themselves creatively, and they might not have all of those advantages somewhere in the district. So when we host that event, we like to offer awards, and we want to give them a celebration and a party. And those types of things do cost money, so we do need to have a budget for that. Our PTA at Crockett has sponsored many programs. We've done internet safety programs. We've also enhanced the Crockett curriculum by sponsoring the Rachel's Challenge program, which is talking about kindness and paying kindness forward. We've bought agenda pads to keep our students on task and organized. We've paid for ice cream socials to bring a little bit of fun at the end of the year and to enhance the end of the year activities. We've been trying to get a field day together. We're trying to do some sports programs. And we've purchased masks for the school. We've done some water bottles. We've actually even attempted to purchase a water fountain and a water bottle filling station. So all of those things do cost money, but what's really more important than the fundraising and trying to get these activities going, it's your participation. It's having you involved, hearing your voice, hearing your family stories and where you're coming from. We want you to be involved. We want our PTA to look and sound like you, and we want you to be a part of us. So if you are interested, please jump onto the website. You can become a member today. Anyone in your family and student can become a member. It's only $7. If you're interested in coming to meetings, we'd love to have you. They're once a month on Thursday evenings. We've been having them virtually. I'd also ask, if you do have some interest, to please consider joining the board. Our outgoing president, Denise Soto, is amazing, but we are losing her this year. Her daughter's moving up to Steinert. So either become a member, just come to a meeting once in a while, support our fundraisers, look at our events, come to our events, but just even give us some feedback. Like I said, we want our PTA to be reflective of our community, and you're very important to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Nutt. And we have such a phenomenal PTA, and they do so much to support the Crockett community. We are absolutely appreciative. Thank you so much, Mrs. Knight, for being here. Mr. Acoviva? I would like to introduce the Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Anthony Scotto, just to share some information regarding our academic programming.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark-Holmes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Before I take some time to go over the curricular programs that we offer, I was new to Crockett myself 4 years ago when I joined the district. And this staff, this administration made me feel very welcome. And change can be hard and can be even a little intimidating at times, or being new. But I know that you will feel welcome in this school and you will be an asset to the school community. So I wish you the best and look forward to working with you. I'm here this evening to talk to you a little bit about our curricular areas. In the area of mathematics, our students study topics such as ratio and proportion, the number system, expressions and equations, geometry, statistics, and probability. I always like to remind the parents and the students, the families, it is so important to continue to have fluency and speed and accuracy with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, decimals, and percents. They are prerequisite skills and tools to help you be successful in middle school math. At the end of 5th grade, all students are given the opportunity to sit for a placement test. The placement test results, as well as some other measures, are used to determine adequate placement or appropriate placement for all children as they begin middle school mathematics. We do offer an accelerated program, and the placement test is one measure that we use. In the area of English language arts, currently your child is used to similar to a guided reading experience. As students move into the middle school setting, we transition from that guided reading experience into a lit text anthology and use of novels. We read literary text, we read informational text, strong emphasis on writing, grammar, speaking and listening, and vocabulary. And as I mentioned with mathematics, students are also given the opportunity, all students, to sit for a placement test in English language arts. Both of those placement tests usually take place towards the end of grade 5. We offer an accelerated program in English language arts as well. In science and social studies, we run a semester-based program. In the area of science, students will study a third life science, a third physical science, and a third earth science. In the area of social studies, right now the children are studying American history, and we study ancient civilizations in 6th grade. Our world language program is an outstanding program. Students are learning Spanish currently in the elementary school. We formalize that process more in the beginning of middle school. We're very proud of our program. And in fact, some students at the end of 8th grade will sit for a placement test and be so successful that they'll bypass Spanish 1 as freshmen in high school and be given the opportunity to take Spanish 2 or Spanish 2 honors. Our visual and performing arts program is also very robust. It's very different than elementary school, where your child and you are used to what's called special, and each day of the week there's a different related arts. We formalize that and enhance that seat time in drawing, instrumental, and vocal music. Our technology program has recently been revamped. All of our curriculum is aligned to the G Suite and Google Apps for Education, in addition to our district being a one-to-one district. In the area of STEM and STEAM, we have courses that are similar to what we call in high school applied technology. Students are given the opportunity to be introduced to coding, into robotics, and other hands-on design challenges experiences. Health and physical education is a little different in middle school. Your child is probably used to having it twice a week. Students have it every day in middle school. And I'm very proud that next year, Crockett Middle School will be piloting a program under the direction of Mrs. Constantino that integrates peer leadership into our health curriculum. Very excited and very proud of the work that she has done, as well as other members of the school community. 6th graders do take state assessments also. We're not sure about official notification on state assessments for your child in 5th grade, but we anticipate state assessments will be up and running definitely for 6th grade when your child is in middle school next year. And they are tested in the area of mathematics and English language arts. So again, I welcome you to the middle school experience. I have a video that I've provided the principal for her choice board for all of you to see if you're able to go back and have this replayed. So again, thank you for having me. I wish you the best, and I look forward to working with you. Mrs. Clark-Holmes?
Thank you so much, Professor Soto. We thank you so much for being here tonight. So
Good
we're going to
evening, everyone.
to walk you through some need-to-know highlights.
Good evening, everyone. So as you can see, we have some highlights here of our day. Now, this schedule was adopted for this year, and if there is a new schedule for next year, you will certainly know about it well in advance. But as of this year, the start time for the day is 8:25, which represents our homeroom. The end time for the day is 2:55. We have 35-minute periods and a 35-minute lunch period. During that 35-minute lunch period, if weather permits, we do go outside, so students should be prepared for that. So they should dress appropriately, bring jackets to go outside, because sometimes it is chilly, but we do like for students to be able to go outside and enjoy some fresh air. Student IDs are used for lunch purchases, and we'll go over all of this certainly as the year progresses, and then revisit it at the start of the year as well. Prepaid accounts are used for lunch as they are in elementary, and we will again go over that with the students. Bus passes. Bus passes are not mailed. Bus passes can be found in PowerSchool. And what I would suggest is to have students take a picture of their bus pass when it's released at the end of August. They're usually released right at the end of August, if not the beginning couple of days of September, right before the start of school. And you'll be able to find your bus pass in PowerSchool. And I suggest that the students take a picture of that so then they have it with them all the time, because the bus driver can require students to show the bus pass in the morning or in the afternoon. So they should always have it on their possession. On the bus pass, it's going to show a time to report to the bus stop. However, that is a window. That's a suggested time, but there's a window. Students should arrive to that bus stop 10 minutes before, and the bus can arrive up to 10 minutes later. But students should make sure that they have plenty of time, because especially in the beginning of the school year, we need to give the buses some leeway. The bus drivers are new to the routes, and the timing can be a little bit off. So please make sure that whatever the time states on the bus pass, the students are arriving to the bus stop about 10 minutes ahead of time. My gosh, we have so many things that go on in Crockett. We're so fortunate that we have such an involved staff, and students have such an array of things that they can get involved in. This year was a little bit different. We didn't have some of our traditional activities, but next year we'll see. We did have this year virtual clubs that I have to say, they were wonderful. The students are involved in so many different activities, all of course, like I said, virtually, but it's opened up a door to so many different things for the students to participate in after school. And it's really showcased some talents of our staff, because so many of them are running these virtual clubs, and students have so many things that they can get involved in. So as I said, this year is a little bit different. It looks a little different with our student activities. On a normal year, we do have the school play, we have the photography club and band and orchestra, which are still going on, chorus, our newspaper, the math counts team, Willow Tree, the yearbook committee, and student council. This year we've added the virtual clubs, and we'll see, as we said, where we are next year and what we can run. Our student handbook. So our student handbook is provided by our PTA, and it is a way to support our students because it includes information such as the dress code, the code of conduct, bus and transportation information, and it allows students to stay organized with their homework assignments. And we do sometimes use it. This year, again, is a little different, but we used to use it as a pass for them to travel from place to place in between classes or to use the restrooms.
I think this is me, our school website. Our school website is a clearinghouse for information for parents. And on the website, you're going to find information about our school, which will include a lot of details, school motto, our school color, our mascot, our mission, and so on. You'll also find a listing of all of our teachers, and each teacher has a website where they will keep current with their assignments. There's a section for our parents, and there you'll find your portal to PowerSchool. And if you've never used PowerSchool before, it's a wonderful thing. I know that Ms. Costantino and myself have both had children go through the district, and PowerSchool provided us with a daily report card. Report cards used to be a quarterly thing that was mailed to your house. Now, report cards are every day, all day. And you can also get access, and you can set PowerSchool up to set reminders and to set alerts when assignments are signed and when assignments have been graded. Setting up PowerSchool is very intuitive, and our crack guidance team, and I really can't say enough about our guidance counselors because they are incredibly hardworking and very knowledgeable. They will assist parents in getting PowerSchool set up for them. There's a whole section for our students, which would include their Clever logon, which would give them access to everything that we use, including Google Classroom, which teachers now use what's called Pear Deck and presentation tools like Smart Notebook. So we have a very rich background in technology, and we are very much infused in technology at Crockett. Every classroom has a smart board, and all of our teachers are very knowledgeable and very fluent in the use of technology. PowerSchool, you're going to find, is a lifesaver. It has everything that you need to know when you need to know it, and you can stay on top of your students' progress and activities in school at any point that you would like to know. We have many mobile laptop carts. Now we are one-to-one. Every student has a device, and those devices are completely supported by the district. So if anything happens, you either bring the device in or you'll call our technology hotline, and problems can be solved very, very quickly. We have an excellent technology department. This would lead us to our folders for fifth graders.
Thank you, Mr. Acquaviva. We're going to have our counselors walk us through some important information regarding supply lists and PTA news and some critical information that they need to know.
Good evening, everyone. So when the fifth graders have their orientation in June, at that time they are going to receive information on their summer reading and their summer math assignments. The summer reading assignment usually involves something along the lines of the students reading a novel, and they will be able to choose from a variety of themes and completing questions and/or some type of writing task. The summer math assignment usually involves completing a math packet. And so it's important to note that the purpose of the summer assignments really is to have students continually practice their reading and their math skills. So the summer assignments are designed so that all students are able to work on completing them over the entire summer and not all at once. When they have their orientation in June, at that time, they're also going to receive their supply list so that they'll be able to come prepared in September.
Okay. You also heard from our PTA, and our PTA is wonderful. So I definitely recommend that you try to get involved. I used to be an elementary school guidance counselor, and I know that as parents, you get involved a lot in the elementary school. You're invited a lot to the elementary school. As your children move to middle school, the best way for you to stay involved and to be knowledgeable on what is going on is to get involved in the PTA, to join their Facebook, their Twitter, all the social media. That is the best way to know what's going on in your child's school and to be an active parent. So it is a little bit harder in middle school. So that is something that you can do to stay on top of what's going on in middle school. As for physical education, the students will have a half a year of physical education, a half a year of health education in middle school. So every day they have phys ed, they need to come prepared with sneakers, with clothes that they can change into and change back to, so that they can participate on a daily basis in gym. They usually are given several different options. If they don't like one of the options, another option is usually available to them. There are about 3 different teachers in the gym at one time. So they usually have 3 different options. One being that they can walk, but they need to be moving and involved to get credit for gym. So I think that the kids do like having gym a little bit more often. So that's one way that they can stay active in middle school.
Hi, I'm going to talk about the nurse and medical information. Any child that takes medication in school needs to have documentation provided by their doctor. This is regardless of whether our school nurse, Mrs. Lombardo, administers the medication, or if your child carries it, such like an inhaler. You can find this medication form on Mrs. Lombardo's website. So if you're thinking that you're going to take your child to the doctors this summer, you have an upcoming physical, you can take that form with you, get it completed, so that way you'll have it prepared in September when school starts. Another thing to keep in mind as you are going for your physicals this year is the state of New Jersey mandates that all 11-year-old students in school must have the Tdap and Menactra shots. Elementary nurses will be reaching out to you about completing this and providing documentation. If we haven't received that, we will also be in touch with you over the summer, but it is a mandated state law. So we want you to keep this in mind as you're taking your children to the doctor. So that way you don't have to do multiple trips.
Thank you, our counselors. You did a wonderful job. As you can see on your screen, we're just showing you some faces. There are our counselors. That's our school nurse, Mrs. Lombardo. And above her is Sue Nidrak, our student assistance counselor. Some Crockett faces, some of our teachers, and you can see in the bottom left, those are some events that we normally do in school. We have a lot of fun at Crockett, but we work very, very hard. So you do have testimonials. It is located on our choice board on our website. So please take a moment. We have some student testimonials that you can actually go through at your leisure just to check out. Our students do share their own experiences about being at Crockett. So our choice board is located on our website with additional information. We cannot wait to welcome you to Crockett. And I just wanted to take a moment just to address a couple of questions that we received. A lot of your questions that were shared by calling into the main office, we know that we've answered. We tried to answer during our presentation tonight. One particular question had to do with schedule conflict with the parent-teacher conferences occurring at the elementary level. Please know that this event was recorded and live streamed and recorded. So the recording of this event will be available to families who missed it tonight. So no worries, we'll make sure that you'll be able to see it and access it. There was another question regarding child care, after school care at the middle school, and we do not have that on Crockett premises at the school. So we do not have after school care on premises for students. We are so happy that you were able to join us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in September and welcoming our students to Crockett and being a part of our family. And we cannot wait to partner with you to make sure that they have a wonderful middle school experience. Please go to our school website, check out our choice board. We have a great deal of information there for you. Thank you so much, and good night.